aghast. It's my own library of photo books that I have in my bedroom. It's from the floor to the ceiling. So I spend quite a lot of time sleeping in it. Not necessarily looking at books, but I use books as well. I remember one story in particular when I was still in the kindergarten. Since I was born in Soviet times, I remember our kindergarten lady told us a story about the Palace of Culture in Warsaw that was a gift from Uncle Stalin. And I couldn't figure out what does it mean. So I think it was my first political information that I remember from that time. I don't know what does it mean in terms of my contemporary involvement with politics or with the region, but maybe this is something that shaped me in a way. Well, how is it one? I don't read enough. I wish I could dedicate more time for reading, like a proper reading. Like reading your smartphone doesn't count, right? So except for my books, which I give quite often, is the book by Małgosia Lebda called Łakome. It's the book that she published last year. She's a poet, but this is like her first novel. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's a Polish author, and and it has to be read in Polish because it's about the language. It's like a somehow transitionary language or building the phrase between the novel and the poem. It's about small things, but it's also about, it sounds banal, but passing time, death and life, and all these little things that we usually don't notice. Well, probably photography book. I recall one meeting that was very important to me when I met with Svetlana Alexievich, the Russian Nobel Prize winner. And I admired her books for many years. I think I read all of her books. I was lucky to meet her in Belarus, in Minsk, when it was still possible to go to Belarus safely. And I photographed her. We had a very, very, very nice conversation. And so that was the moment I met my hero. As isolated actions, not much. Each platform counts. Each exhibition, each book, conversation, meeting, conference. I mean, these are all the platforms that we have to use. Both can and cannot be detached from the context of war. So, and they both can be either escape space or a contributing space.